December 4th through 7th. Watch Olympic champions, World Cup winners, and your favorite Stiefel U.S. ski team athletes tackle one of the toughest courses on the planet. Racing for glory and the chance to secure their place in the 2026 Olympics. Don't miss the NBC and CNBC coverage December 7th and 8th.
The holiday hustle is real. The traffic, the crowds, the never-ending to-do list.
And nowhere to park. Perfect.
That's why drivers use ParkWiz. They already save up to 50% when they book ahead. This holiday season, use promo code JINGLE10 in the ParkWiz app for an extra 10% off your next reservation. Because during the holidays, every minute and every dollar counts. ParkWiz. Less circling, more celebrating. Download the ParkWiz app and use code JINGLE10 to save an extra 10% today. Offer valid through December 31st. App reservations only. Limit 1 per user.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,400 off, plus get free delivery on select innovative appliances like GE Profile. Add a touch of ease to your holiday with the all-in-one combo to wash and dry your laundry in one machine. And refrigerators with built-in convenient features like the dual dispense autofill water pitcher. Shop Black Friday savings on select GE Profile appliances plus get free delivery now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid 11/5 through 12/3. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your 6th graders soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
Have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
There are currently more than 200 Beaumont area children in foster care and not enough licensed families to provide them with a safe and loving home. If you would like to learn more about becoming a foster family for children in need, call Buckner Children and Family Services at 409-866-0976. That's 409-866-0976. Or visit buckner.org.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studio, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin. Guaranteed human. Your home for the hordes.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the hordes, 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, Most City, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas.
Or wherever you may be listening. This is a Game Plan Wednesday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone. It's National Signing Day, and we will keep you locked in. Texas sits outside looking in the college football playoffs. We will discuss and hear the latest. Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman joins us at 7:34. Conference championships are on the line, and it might play a part in who gets in and who's out of the college football playoffs. And the Cowboys plan for Detroit, which will kick off tomorrow night. Thursday night football, folks. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion or get a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Chicago and Styx, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. We'll receive it. We'll let you know if you want, and you'll get a pair of tickets. Make sure you locked in all morning long. And, of course, make sure you tuned in this afternoon for the Craig Way Show, as he will be giving away tickets as well. Well, let's get right into it, Mark.
Do we have to?
We have to. I mean, that's what the people want. People want to get our opinions on these situations.
People want me to go to hospital?
People are looking at you and saying, well, Texas is sitting outside looking in on the college football playoffs as the rankings came out last night, and a lot of folks were holding their breath, waiting to see what was going to happen. Where is Texas in this matchup? Well, Texas right now is sitting on the outside looking in, and let's just say a lot of folks are not happy about it. So what this does, Mark, when you look at the college football rankings, is it breaks down to where you think your team should be, right? So you're sitting there looking at these rankings, and obviously the top of the rankings stay the same. You've got number 1, Ohio State, number 2, Indiana. Those two teams will take on each other this weekend for the Big Ten championship. You have Georgia taking on Alabama. Georgia stays at number 3. Alabama is at number 9. And the number 4 team, they'll be playing each other for the SEC championship. Number 4 team is Texas Tech, on a team that is looking on the outside. That is BYU. BYU, Kalani Sitake is staying at BYU and turned down Penn State. So that's big for them. That should give them a lift.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because all of the Mormon billionaires got together and said, hey, no, he's not going anywhere. Guys, meet me at the water cooler. We need to come up with some change.
Right.
And they dug in their pockets and they got some. It was like coming to America. They all got together, Hardge, and they said, we need to come up with this money. How much you got? How much you got? And they was able to do it. You don't let a coach like him leave over money.
Right. I think it was a little bit more than that too, because he's one of those guys that he understands where he is, and I don't know.
And he's heavily religious too.
Very much so. And so it's one of those things that it was, I think it was, to your point, a negotiation ploy. It was something that he wanted to take interest in. Obviously, when you are coveted, you want to understand your worth in a lot of these situations.
Well, he was making $3 million.
Right.
And now he's going to be making close to 11. So that's a good day. That's a real good day.
They're going to pay him $11 million.
10 point something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Talk about maximizing your profits.
Hey, Hardge, you woke up that day and you was making $3 million. Now you're going to be making 10 point something, 10.5, 10.6. Yeah, it's a good day.
Yeah, it's a good day for BYU fans as well. So they get to keep their guy. Looking at number 5, Oregon is the number 5 ranked team. Number 6 is Ole Miss. They're getting their offensive coordinator back, so they didn't get penalized for being into that situation. So that's good to look at. And you start to look at number 6, Ole Miss. Number 7, Texas A&M after their loss to the Texas Longhorns. Number 8 is Oklahoma. Oklahoma staying strong at number 8. What a difference a year makes for Oklahoma. At number 9, it's Alabama right now. Number 10, that's Notre Dame. That's the conversation that a lot of people are having right now about Notre Dame. And then you have the other matchups in the conference championships. You have the ACC team. Miami's not in the championship, Duke is playing for a championship against Virginia.
Don't get me started.
For ACC. So now you got that breakup, and now Miami is sitting at number 12. Texas is at number 13. So you still have that dynamic. Then you have the American, the other group of 5, where you have James Madison, North Texas, and Tulane still in the mix. So if this plays out the way it's going to, the way that they expect it to, it is going to be an interesting time for college football.
If you go to the BCS page and you hear the 3 standardized things that make them a credible organization, Texas fits the criteria on all 3 counts. All 3 counts. The first thing they say, Hardge, is strength of schedule. Texas is ranked 8th. The 8th hardest schedule in college football. Nobody else in the top 16 are ranked. Period. Texas won 3 games against top 10. Nobody else won 1 in the top. Well, only one team won. Georgia won.
Yeah, they beat us.
And that is it.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to skip over the next thing. Let's go straight to Notre Dame. Notre Dame's strength of schedule is ranked number 44 of the top 116 teams. You rank 44 and you ain't beat anybody. You lost to you're Notre Dame and you lost to Miami. And then Miami, their best win is beating Notre Dame. Get out of here. And you talking about why you mad, Mark? Mark, relax. No, I'm not going to relax. I'm not going to relax. It's not fair, first off. And then you know, oh, you coming from a homer. You're right. It's because I want Texas in because I'm a Texas fan. But also the mission statement on their board is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Head to head is the next thing. Texas beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma beat Alabama. That's a head to head. There's several of them in the top 10 or top 12. There's several of them. Did Texas get in? No, they 13.
You know why? They got 3 losses. Those teams you talking about got 2 losses. But let's hear what could happen during the week in which there is an opportunity for some teams to be moved around.
You man. You big man.
You have an opportunity for some things to be moved around by not even playing this weekend.
Among the teams who are finished playing, do not play this week, can their order flip next Sunday in the final rankings, or is the order for the teams whose hay is in the barn, whose resume is complete, are they set in terms of where they are relative to one another?
Great question, Reese. The management committee during the offseason provided some clarification to some comments that were made last year. And indeed, idle teams can move following the results of the championship games and how they impact the teams that are around those that play in the championship game, and data such as strength of schedule, teams that may be idle. So yes, teams that are idle can move up or down.
So we're not set with Miami definitively being behind Notre Dame no matter what. Is that fair to say?
Reese, following the championship games, we will re-rank the top 25 teams, and we'll see where they fall.
Well, we'll see what happens. So, as they say in Dumb and Dumber, so you're saying there's a chance.
You know what that sound like? That sound like when my mom, when I was a kid and we would go in the store and I would say, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see. I don't like we'll see. That is not a good answer.
Patience, grasshopper.
What about I'll think about it?
Oh, that's even worse. It's even worse.
As you can tell, we got a lot to talk about regarding the college football rankings. We're going to hear from Coach Sarkisian and what this may do moving forward for some of those big games. And yes, there was a bet that was made concerning Lane Kiffin, and Paul Feinbaum is looking to be the benefactor of this bet. I'll explain when we come back. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
The voice of the Horns. Greg Way on 1300 The Zone. Weekdays at 2.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
There's a 30-minute out-of-your drive being caused by an accident through downtown on I-35 southbound at Cesar Chavez. Delays start from Airport Boulevard. Looking on to Mopac southbound at Steck Avenue, a new accident blocks off the left lane, but some good news on I-35 southbound at 51st Street. The earlier crash here is gone. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. When you're trying to find quality candidates, all the searching, screening, and interviewing can become a job itself. You need Indeed, the all-in-one platform that makes it easy to interview, screen, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This Longhorn Minute brought to you by Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. On a crisp Black Friday night at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, the Texas Longhorns stunned the Texas A&M Aggies 27-17. Ending A&M's unbeaten run and shaking up the college football playoff hopes across the country. Quarterback Arch Manning delivered when it mattered, connecting on a clutch 29-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Wingo in the third quarter, then bulldozing 35 yards for a game-clinching touchdown late in the fourth. On the ground, Trey Wisner powered the offense all night, racking up a season-high 155 yards and constantly moving the chains. Defensively, Texas bent but didn't break, and when A&M threatened in the final minutes, back-to-back picks by Michael Taft and Kobe Black sealed the deal, sending the home crowd into a roar. Texas dominated the second half, outscoring the Aggies 24-7 after halftime. That turnaround, grit, guts, and big plays made it clear. In Austin, the Longhorns earned bragging rights once again. This Longhorn Minute brought to you by Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Did you miss the Bitcoin wagon? Millions got rich because they got in on a technology you still don't understand. But the crypto gang got greedy, handing control of the Bitcoin network to China. This carelessness gives us a second chance called Texacoin. You're invited on the Texacoin journey. We'll guide you through this new frontier to claim your share of the profits. Don't let your friends get rich without you. Secure your seat as we take Texacoin to the moon and beyond. Learn more at texacoin.org. This is an investment that carries risk. Texacoin.org.
This winter, the world will be watching the best skaters chase their Olympic dreams. For your child, that dream could start right here at your local rink. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build strength, confidence, and courage, the same qualities that take athletes to the Olympic ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. This is where the journey begins. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com, because every champion starts with a first glide.
Your Valpak Blue envelope of savings is arriving in the mailbox. Inside, you'll find coupons to dine, shop, and save local. This month, keep an eye out for special offers from A1 Garage Door, the name you can trust for repairs, service, and garage door replacements. And remember, savings don't stop at the mailbox. Visit Valpak.com anytime for instant access to local coupons and deals you'll love. Valpak and A1 Garage Door, opening doors to savings at home.
No more waiting. Your goals start now. This Cyber Monday, take your workouts around the world with Nordic Track and iFit. Save big on treadmills, bikes, and rowers at NordicTrack.com. Nordic Track. Train anywhere. Explore everywhere.
The appetite for destruction returns. Guns N' Roses. World Tour 2026. One night. Alamo Dome, September 16th.
tickets on sale Friday, December 5th at 10 a.m. at livenation.com.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
Coming up at 7:34, we'll have our guy, Austin American.
I can't
to talk all things Texas Longhorns, potential of the bowl, and of course, we're going to talk about Word Harmon. But right now, let's continue these conversations. With the news and the way that teams are setting themselves up for college football, Texas is in a position now that they are going to have to change the way that they go about scheduling. They went to Ohio State, ended up losing the game 14-7, or just a great game all the way around by everyone involved. Both teams are a lot different than what they were at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And so now it's a different look than what it was. But you also have to understand this. When you schedule those types of opponents, it comes with the risk of this situation. I know everybody keeps wanting to bring up Florida. That's not the reason. If Texas were to play another team and they still lost to Florida in the SEC, they would still be 10-2. I mean, that's the reality of it. Coming in next season, they've moved to a 9-game SEC schedule. So it's going to change the scheduling as well. So Coach Sark talked the other day about the schedules and what the expectations are. And Sark was crystal clear about saying they may be canceling the Ohio State game for next year.
And I get it. We scheduled Ohio State. We went and played that game. We lose 14-7. We get stopped inside the 5-yard line twice on 2 4th downs. We outgain them by nearly 200 yards. We lose 14-7. We lost the game. But they've beaten every other team they've played on their schedule by 3 scores. And so at that point, it's like, why do we even play that game? Because if we're a 6-2 team, if we're a 10-2 team right now that played 4 top 10 ranked opponents with 3 wins still in the top 10, we're not even having a discussion right now. We're probably ranked 6th in the country in the CFP. We're not having a discussion. So my point is, why the hell am I going to play that game next year? For what? What good does it do me?
And that's an interesting take. And that is something, as fan bases, we obviously want that game to be played because It's a great game. You bring in that kind of crowd to your stadium. But this is where the effects of not only playing that game, possibly losing that game, and now you're sitting at a number that is not conducive to what you're trying to get done, and that's to get into the college football playoffs.
Well, nobody's thinking about losing a game.
No.
The thought of playing it and losing is a bad thing, but without a shadow of a doubt, if you're Ric Flair, that if you play a top 50 team, you're gonna beat them as you're Texas. That's just a guaranteed win. You can schedule, everybody else is scheduling cupcakes. That's what we call them. Then Texas should go ahead and just cancel the game against Ohio State and schedule a team that they know they're going to beat.
Yep.
That's where we're coming to. If that's the status quo, then why would you go against it? Why would you go against that system?
Yeah. And that's where a lot of teams, Alabama has already rescheduled some of their games against certain teams. They're going to adjust it. And so now we're at that point where what we did not want to happen playing Chattanooga State, playing Samford, playing these non-traditional powers of teams, Texas now is trying to figure out if they're going to reschedule and do some different things. And at this particular time, I don't blame them. At this moment, I understand. It's not the way that you want to look at it, but it's the reality of the business of college football now and big business of getting into the college football playoffs. Texas is going to have to deal with it. Us as a fan base, we're going to have to deal with it. Fan bases across the country are dealing with it.
I don't think it's just going to be Texas.
No, I'm saying fan bases across the country are rescheduling. If you're a high-profile program who Big Ten is playing 9 Big Ten games, SEC is playing 9 SEC games now. There's no going back now. So now you got to try to figure out, of those other 3 games, you need to have those moments where you can adjust. You can get some other guys to play. You can get some time. You can get some rest. And you can get a possible win.
The teams that need to do that are the teams that are going to be playing the schedules now. If you are SMU, if you are North Texas, if you are one of those style teams, you need to have a win over Texas. You need to have a win over Ohio State, one of the bigger programs, in order to get in. So, yeah, I'll take a chance to play one of those schools if they're willing to play me.
Yep.
But if you're Texas, Alabama, no.
In reality, it's the Big Ten and the SEC that won't be playing those games because the Big 12 and the ACC teams need those games still.
Yep.
The Big 12 and Big
and
10,
ACC.
Well, I'm saying the Big 10 and the SEC don't need those games at all.
Yeah, that's why they're saying that you're playing a 9-game schedule.
Yeah,
not just the 9-game schedule. Your conferences are all that deep.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, that's what you're saying.
Schedule
So
against your own
Yeah,
conference.
just play your schedule.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's a lot that goes into it as well. But I want you to hear from Paul Feinbaum. There was a lady, a chef, who is from Oxford, and she is passionate. She was passionate about the fact that Lane Kiffin was not going to leave Ole Miss and go to LSU or Florida. But for sure, she was positive. She was so positive that she made a wager. You know how your parents always tell you, don't write a check that your behind can't cash?
Yeah.
Well, literally, her behind is about to cash this.
I think y'all have a whole lot more interesting things to discuss than Lane Kiffin leaving Ole Miss. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your breath. Mark my words, he is not leaving. And I'll tell you right now, if he does leave us, I will strip down butt naked and I will run around the Oxford Square. There you go. I said it and I will. That's how confident I am that he is staying and we will see him next year.
Man, you now have me hoping he leaves. We will televise that live right here.
Fine, Bob.
I love Paul. So when is this happening? Because
it should be happening sooner than later.
Yeah, let's.
I mean, don't throw that out there if you don't understand the casualties.
And it's the cooler weather too.
And the thing about it too, you start looking at Lane Kiffin. How would you bet anything on Lane Kiffin if you know his personality?
Chauncey Billups is the only person that's gonna make that bet. Oh, I'm sorry. Damon Jones.
Damon Jones is the one.
He put him in there too.
No doubt. So this is a interesting time. And look, when they expanded this type of college football playoffs, you knew that there were still going to be moments like this. You just didn't expect it to be your team on the outside looking in, especially after the last 2 seasons.
I wouldn't have thought in a million years.
Yes, that Texas was not going to be in this conversation, and you were hopeful to be looking at other fan bases and saying, you know what? You shouldn't have lost that game. You know what? You shouldn't have done this. You should have did this. Listen, it's the reality in which we live in, but there always are going to be changes made along the way. And one of the changes that is being made right now is Texas looking at their future schedules. If this is the way that things are going to be judged, instead of those things that you pointed out, the head-to-head, the strength of schedule, those things, those aren't true. Those are things that they thought they could put up on. Those are things that they wanted you to look at. Hey, look at this. Look at this. But this is what we're doing over here.
Right.
And for those that would have said, well, Texas would get in because of their money. They draw. They do. There's no doubt about it. And
so does Michigan.
And TVs draw to them. So now you're looking on the outside in, but he did say idle teams might have a chance to hop in there. I don't know where it would happen, and we gotta hope in these college football college football championships that they go as they're supposed to, because then it creates utter chaos.
How did that work out this past week?
That's what I'm saying.
This past week, everybody won.
Exactly.
98% of the teams won, and Texas is out.
Coming up next, we'll talk to Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman and get his thoughts right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KBAT. Hook 'em.
We now have confirmation for what's causing those major delays on I-35 southbound at Cesar Chavez. A stalled vehicle blocks off 2 middle lanes, causing a 20-minute backup that starts from Airport Boulevard, and delays are growing due to a crash on Mopac southbound at Steck Avenue that blocks off 2 left lanes. It's causing a 30-minute backup from Palmer. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. When you're trying to find quality candidates, all the searching, screening, and interviewing can become a job itself. You need Indeed, the all-in-one platform that makes it easy to interview, screen, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Hardball Hardge here. Austin, you like bone-in? Get the Friday lunch special at the Yellow Rose. A voluptuous 16-ounce certified Angus bone-in ribeye at the Yellow Rose for just $20. A steak so good, you'll forget to look up. Fridays at the Yellow Rose ain't just lunch. It's a feast for VIPs. Comes with a side and the best view in Austin. Get a $20 steak ribeye Fridays from noon to 9 at the Yellow Rose Cabaret. And get your weekend football action with watch parties there, too.
The holiday hustle is real. The traffic, the crowds, the never-ending to-do list.
And nowhere to park. Perfect.
That's why drivers use ParkWiz. They already save up to 50% when they book ahead. This holiday season, use promo code JINGLE10 in the ParkWiz app for an extra 10% off your next reservation. Because during the holidays, every minute and every dollar counts. ParkWiz. Less circling, more celebrating. Download the ParkWiz app and use code JINGLE10 to save an extra 10% today. Offer valid through December 31st. App reservations only. Limit 1 per user.
You love your home, but sometimes it feels like it's running your life. Leaky faucets, overgrown hedges, and that room you've been meaning to repaint. Sometimes it's just too much. With AirTasker, finding help is simple. Post your task, set your budget, and let local taskers take care of it. It's like having a personal handyman for all the projects on your to-do list. Download AirTasker or visit us at airtasker.com today and make your home work for you, not the other way around. AirTasker. Get anything done.
The world needs Sesame Street, and right now, Sesame needs you. Donate today at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,400 off, plus get free delivery on select appliances like LG, America's most reliable line of appliances. Check out the newest LG refrigerator with new mini craft ice, straight from the dispenser. Shop Black Friday savings on select LG appliances, plus get free delivery now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid 11/5 through 12/3. U.S. only. See store online for details.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Spurs rallied in the fourth quarter, beat the Grizzlies at home. Harrison Barnes led San Antonio with 31. Cowboys visit the Lions tomorrow night. Left tackle Tyler Guyton and defensive end Jadeveon Clowney missed a second straight practice due to injuries. Texas moved up 3 spots to 13 in the latest college football playoff rankings. Ohio State remains number 1. I'm Ronta Moss.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Despite wintry conditions and heavy traffic, the holidays have to go on. That's why Mercedes-Benz SUVs come equipped with the latest safety technology to keep your festive plans on track. Discover the incredible offers for yourself at the Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration.
What's up? It's Cam Jordan. I'm back with season 3 of your favorite podcast, the Off the Edge with Cam Jordan podcast. Yeah! Tap in every Wednesday to hear conversations with my friends and stars from the NFL, the sports world in general, and entertainment about everything from teams and players making waves to pop culture. And I'll take you inside my journey through my 15th season in the NFL. Looking forward to you joining me this season, the season of more, on the Off the Edge with Cam Jordan podcast. Open your free iHeart app and search Off the Edge and start listening.
Texas women's basketball plays here.
Texas women's basketball does play here. They will be playing here at the Moody Center and right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone tomorrow night. Tonight we have Texas men. They will be playing Virginia in the SEC ACC Challenge, which got underway last night. But it's Wednesday, so that can only mean one thing. Our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman, he joins us. You can follow him at _Danny Davis. Danny, you're from Montana, man. Don't act like you cold. I don't want to hear that.
Well, I want to fit in with y'all. So since it was 40 degrees outside, and I saw you on social media yesterday acting like you were an Eskimo in January in Alaska at 20-degree below weather, I was like, you know what? It's 40 degrees. Let me throw on my winter coat. I got my hat on. I can put a hood on. You know, I can fit in with y'all. You know.
Danny, what do you think about Hardge over here looking like Gorbachev?
Y'all are ridiculous. Take this out before I give myself heat stroke. 40 degrees outside. Good Lord.
Hey, I dressed down today, Danny, and it's unfortunate because I got this college football playoff insignia on us. You know, we talk about it all the time. You get a chance to go to these bowl games, and right now it looks like we're going to go to a different bowl game if the college football playoffs hold true from where it is right now. Texas gets the victory. They knock off Texas A&M. Now we're sitting here waiting and trying to figure out. Coach Sark is politicking all over the place. This has been a wild ride nonetheless.
It has been. You know, quite honestly, I just want Sunday to get here. I'm kind of tired of all this. I think this is one of those rare instances where I don't think necessarily anybody is wrong. Like, I think depending on where you're coming from, you have a reason to have your beliefs and have your arguments and stuff like that. I don't think anything Steve is saying on these 46 shows. I'm surprised he didn't replace me this morning, coming in here to chat with y'all. But I don't think he's being disingenuous or incorrect in his arguments. I also don't necessarily think if you're one of these teams who's trying to hold on to a playoff spot that you should feel necessarily bad for Texas, that the team that did lose to Florida, that does have 3 losses, that did get their butts kicked by Georgia, is on the outside looking in. I think if Texas made the playoff or if Texas didn't make the playoffs, I think the committee could justify each decision. And I think just the people who are on the wrong end of the argument are going to be the ones that are most upset. But I don't really think anyone's incorrect, because don't lose to Florida or Texas can be like, why are we playing this Ohio State game? Or, we went 6-2 in SEC play, and we did beat all those top 10 teams. They are correct. But at the same time, the people who are criticizing Texas for losing to Florida aren't incorrect. And I do find it a little humorous that Steve and even Vic Schaefer yesterday in his presser are just kind of glossing over that Florida loss like it's not nothing. That is not a nothing loss. So, I mean, I'm just ready for Sunday.
Danny, but is it necessary for you as the SEC team with your 9-game schedule to play anybody else outside that?
I mean, it's necessary by conference rules. I mean, you have to play a Power 4 school. And so I think where Texas has kind of backed itself into a corner, it's like, okay, don't play the Ohio State. Who are you going to play? I mean, I'm assuming most of these Power 4, they only have 64 or whatever schools available. Most of the schools are probably booked for the next couple of years. If I was a Power 4 school and Texas called me saying we need a game next year because we canceled Ohio State, first off, I'd probably, have a couple choice words for Chris Del Conte because you're calling me because you think I suck. And then also, I'd also probably hold Texas over the barrel for millions and millions and millions of dollars if you're going to be asking me to come be the kill game on your school. And even then, it's still a Power 4 school. There's no guarantee that's a win.
Correct.
So because the SEC requires you to, play these games and, Chris Del Conte and Texas seems to like having their brand and the TV partners definitely like it too. I mean, it is what it is. Steve has also paid a lot of money to win that game. So, and these players are compensated fairly. So, if that's the way it's going to be, go out and beat Ohio State. It's not fair. It's a tough break, but this is also the University of Texas. This isn't Baylor or, Rutgers or some, school that, sorry, Baylor fans, if you're watching,
they are.
Like those expectations aren't there for. I mean, this is Texas. It is what it is. And this is the card you're dealt.
Yep. We're talking to Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. You can follow him at _Danny Davis. We got sent this question a little bit earlier. The committee continues to fail for this system. Is there any way that this can be fixed? Because by their own rules, they're not taking everything into consideration for them to be able to put the best teams on the field.
I mean, I think with most things, I used to be an AP voter, and the reason I hated being an AP voter was, you tend to be criticized for pretty much you could have what you view as a perfect poll, and there's going to be someone who, roots for a team that's 0-20, and they're angry that their team is not ranked.
Right.
Right. There's no such thing as a perfect system. I think most people who are complaining, I would suggest, what's your alternative? And then once you come up with that alternative, we'll sit here and we'll completely rip that to shreds because I don't think there is a perfect system. We had the BCS, that didn't work. We had the early iterations of the playoff committee, that didn't work. We have whatever it is now, that doesn't work. I don't think there is such thing as a perfect system. What is Texas does have control over is not losing 3 games. And, it just kind of is what it is. When you're leaving the decision up to a room of 13 people, one of which is the athletic director of one of your biggest rivals, you're leaving a lot. You're leaving a lot to chance. And I mean, sometimes you got to take your own destiny in your own hands and take care of it and not just leave it up to politicking on a bunch of morning shows to get stuff done. So it's kind of what happens when you're on the bubble, whether it's in the NCAA tournament or the college football playoffs. You're leaving it up to chance, and you're leaving it up to a committee that I don't think any of us trusted before this process started. And so, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think there is a perfect system, and there never will be. And I'm sure whatever the next iteration is of this college football committee will find faults in that too. But now I guess Texas fans and Alabama fans can all get together because Alabama fans are still upset about last year. They can all, share their gripes together.
It's hilarious when you think about it. Let's transition to the hardwood. Obviously, you talked about it. You cover the winning team so far. They are up to number 2 in the rankings, but Rory Harmon continues to break records. We got a chance to talk to her yesterday, and she's grown up so much, and through this time with her humility of understanding what it is, she finally took time to understand how good and how much she means to this program.
I mean, is that a question for me or Mark? I don't know who you're asking. Asking that. Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, we've had Rory in our lives. If you're a longtime media member for 5 years now, and we got to see her as a freshman who kind of exploded onto this. I mean, she's been a starter since she got to campus, but she really exploded and became kind of a thing towards the end of her freshman year. And you got to see her as a sophomore, who I still think should have been the Big 12 Player of the Year that year. And then you go through her junior year where she looked like the best player in the country, and then she blows at her knee, and then that's a long road back. And she was back last year, but really wasn't the Rory Harmon that we were all expecting to see. And she struggled at times last year. And it, as we all know, I was pretty much on this show every week talking about why isn't Rory scoring? And Mark was pretty much wanting to go take a big suit jacket and go on the sideline and start coaching her up herself. And now we are kind of, a year post, Rory's about to turn 23. She's older. She's a vet. She's now the all-time assist leader. Obviously, that no one's ever going to take that away from her. I mean, there's 2 players in the school history of more than 610 assists. And Rory, by the time she's done, is going to be like in the 750s, 800s. I mean, no one is going to touch her record. She's going to have that record for a long time. She might end up becoming the all-time steals leader. And if she can get out of here with a title, which is really the only thing that matters in that, that department, we might as well just retire her jersey the day she walks off the court and go put that in the rafters. So, I mean, True. She's had an incredible career. She'll be the first to tell you that's not done because she wants that natty. And, with the way this team is playing, I wouldn't bet against them because they accomplished a lot with some adversity this past week.
Danny, is it a foregone conclusion to go on and say, hey, Mark, maybe you own to something? Because I like to get my props. Like I've been saying for a long time, I love the way how easy Rory can get her shot off. She just weren't. I didn't feel like she was shooting enough. Now she's shooting enough. She's scoring. She's hitting game winners. Like, I got a lot of scrutiny, man, about her being the assist person, the facilitator, the defensive specialist. Like, she's the best. She's the best point guard in the country, and I want to see her get that just due.
I mean, I don't want to completely give you props, even though this is your show.
Come on, man.
I don't want to be kicked out, but I mean, I think there's a fine balance. If I'm a Texas fan, if I'm Vic Schaefer, I don't want Rory Harmon to be a 20-point per game scorer. I just don't. I want her to be the facilitator of this offense. I want her to not turn over the football. I want her to set up your All-American forward, Madison Booker, who may end up being the all-time leading scorer at the school. When she's done with her career, you have other talent. I mean, Jordan Lee's been explosive this year. Yes. Leah Crump, whenever she gets back, you have those post players. I want Rory running my offense. I want her leading the defense, which is what she has been since she came here as a freshman. Like I said, she may end up being the all-time steals leader when this is all said and done. And if she can knock down some shots down the stretch, or not be a person that defenses are completely sagging off and have to respect that part of her game, that's great. Like, if Rory is averaging 11, 12 points a game while shooting whatever she's shooting in the 60s, 70s, that's great. And then you let her facilitate the offense, you let her lead the defense, and then you let the other people, the other talented players, the other 5-star recruits on offense do their thing. But I don't think she needs to be a 20-point per game scorer. Sorry, Mark, to be effective and to be the best point guard in the country, because she's currently the best point guard in the country and she's not doing that. So if she keeps doing what she's doing, I think that is more than enough for this Texas team.
I'll take it as long as we get the dub.
Yeah, there he is, Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman. Hey, stay warm, Danny. Stay warm.
I'll be taking my coach to Orlando in a couple of weeks. So I hope you bundle up too.
I will be prepared, my friend. There he is, Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman. You can follow him at _Danny Davis. When we come back, we'll close out hour number 1 and give you a chance to win a pair of tickets. That's right, folks. Texas basketball plays tonight. We'll talk about that as well right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
We're Madison Square Garden. Well, Dick Vitale would come in Craig, it's good to see you. How are you? It's awesome with a capital A. I think Rick Barnes has an outstanding team. I said, Dick, I appreciate the time. Thanks very much. Rick, it's great to see you. I hear Dan Schulman, who's doing the play-by-play, goes, you realize you just called Craig Rick? He goes, Craig, wait, you got to let me straighten it out. You got to give me another chance. Let me fix it.
Hang out with Craig on AM 1300 The Zone.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
We now have confirmation for what's causing those major delays on I-35 southbound at Cesar Chavez. A stalled vehicle blocks off 2 middle lanes, causing a 20-minute backup that starts from Airport Boulevard, and delays are growing due to a crash on Mopac southbound at Steck Avenue that blocks off 2 left lanes. It's causing a 30-minute backup from Palmer. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages delivered safely. Don't forget custom cards, invites, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Staples, that was easy.
The season of holiday shopping is here, and PayPal can help you make the most of your money. Whether you're checking out a new piece of tech, concert tickets, or some festive bling, you can earn 20% cash back when you pay in 4 with PayPal. From now through December 8th, no fees, no interest. But this Black Friday special offer won't last forever. Act now to get this limited time offer.
Save the offer in the app to get 20% cash back when you pay in 4 from now through December 8th. PayPal. Expires 12/8. See paypal.com/promo terms. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/payinfor. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
At Leaf Johnson Ford in Austin, Manor, and Buda.
You'll love it at Leaf.
That's right. You'll love it at any Leaf Johnson location. What you see is what you pay with no hidden add-ons. We're here to help you through the entire process in person at one of our 3 locations, or we'll bring it to you and do the entire transaction online.
You'll love it at Leaf.
Visit one of our 3 locations in Austin, Buda, or Manor, or online at leafjohnsonford.com.
You'll love it at Leaf.
The only thing between you and your best self is a start button. This Cyber Monday, explore the world with Nordic Track. From the peaks of Peru to the streets of Paris, every workout moves you somewhere new with iFit trainers leading the way. The equipment's amazing, smooth, quiet, and those screens make it all feel real. Ready to start your next workout adventure with the #1 treadmill brand in the U.S.? Shop NordicTrack.com for Cyber Monday savings. Nordic Track. Train anywhere, explore everywhere.
With Target, gifting has never been easier. This Saturday and Sunday, Target gift cards are 10% off with Target Circle. Treat everyone on your list to something you know they'll love. Gift cards for the trendsetters, the techies, the fashionistas, the foodies, and even yourself. The perfect time to save is now. This deal is a yearly fave, so hurry. Get more gifting for your buck and save 10% on Target gift cards with Target Circle for 2 days only. Only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Enjoying a healthy dinner that tastes great means eating out at a pricey restaurant, right? Wrong. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers are delicious and healthy. The Tray and Tray steam technology delivers crisp veggies and tender protein in tasty selections, like Healthy Choice Simply Steamers grilled chicken and broccoli Alfredo. It's a satisfying meal with 28 grams of protein and nothing artificial. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers. What having it all tastes like.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The world's best male ski racers are racing in the United States in December. The Stiefel Birds of Prey hits Beaver Creek, Colorado, December 4th through 7th. Watch Olympic champions, World Cup winners, and your favorite Stiefel U.S. ski team athletes tackle one of the toughest courses on the planet. Racing for glory and the chance to secure their place in the 2026 Olympics. Don't miss the NBC and CNBC coverage, December 7th and 8th.
Your
one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the audio-visual consultation studio, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin. Guaranteed human. Your home for the horns.
Many of our U.S. veterans and service members face challenges. At the Bob Woodward Foundation, we invest in solutions to help support them in the next chapter of their lives. Learn more about our work at bobwoodwardfoundation.org/success.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
The heck is that?
What is
I
this?
have no idea what that is.
Well, in light of Hardge's hat, I just decided to play a little Russian folk dance music.
I'm like, what in the world is that?
That was very Gorbachev-like. Do that dance where they cross their arms hard and kick their legs
I'm
out.
not doing no dancing, man. What is wrong with you? I'm just trying to stay warm, man. Bald-headed brothers need to cover up their domes. So that's what I did. No, you've been doing too much already today. But a shout out to Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. That was fun. That was fun talking to Danny. So now's your chance to win a pair of tickets for August the 19th to go see Chicago and Styx at the Moody Center. All you got to do is get over to AM 1300 The Zone and on that always free iHeartRadio app. Tap that red microphone.
Tap it.
And leave the keyword of the day, blue. Blue is your keyword of the day. Texas men's basketball takes on Virginia tonight in the ACC-SEC Challenge, and that game will tip off at 8:15. You can hear all the action right here on AM 1300 The Zone. You can also watch it on ESPNU. And Sean Miller was asked about his identity with his team and what he feels he's accomplished in those 3 non-conference games.
Our identity is still a work in progress. I think we're starting to establish things. You know, I think, Kirk, what you want to be and who you are doesn't mean it's the same thing. You know, I can give you, this is who we are, but you got to be that. And I think your performance dictates your identity. So I think a couple things. On the offensive side of the basketball, I think we've established ourselves that we can get to the free throw line. You know, that is a big factor. That's a stat. We do it in a lot of different ways. We could do it in the low post, especially with Modest. One of the keys to his game is just, you know, he draws a lot of fouls. We have the ability to offensive rebound, which a lot of times, you know, that's the fuel behind getting fouled. Usually a good offensive rebounding team shoots free throws. And then we also have guards who can attack the basket, whether that be in transition or in the half court. Kendall Weaver, Dalen Swain, you know, Tremont Mark. You look at those guys like they're wired to be able to drive the ball in a straight line. So free throw attempts is a big deal. I think we've established ourselves there. You know, I think our pace, it's getting better. It's not where we want it to be, but we're on the right track there. And then from a defensive perspective, you know, fouling negates a lot of our good work. So I can't really speak to our defense. Obviously, we want to be a tough-minded, physical, together group on defense. And I do believe that at times we've shown that. But if you foul, no different than in football, getting penalized. You know, it sets you back. You can't see the good things you're doing because you're always, you know, serving time for your penalties, right? Fouling is the same. And there's just too many fouls early in the second half of games. And if you look at our NC State game, you know, on Arizona State, 2 players on ASU's team shot 28 free throws. We fouled them 28 times. So we have to improve our fouling before I think our identity defensively can go. In terms of the overall part, I do think we have a team who competes. I think we have a team that wants to win and fight for each other. And as we keep moving forward, that will continue to be tested. But I like the direction we're headed in that area.
And that is why Texas has a big challenge to understand. And the best thing that he said in there it's hard to judge our defense because fouling negates good defense.
Right.
So you have to work on that. So I really enjoyed listening to that. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner. When we come back, we'll continue the conversations. NFL talk. Cowboys get ready for the Lions, the Bears and the Packers, and the Jags and Indy play for first place. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. You know the guy on Bevo Boulevard firing up the grill like he's auditioning for a cooking show? That's the hero at every tailgate. And his secret ingredient, besides smoke and swagger, is an ice-cold Bud Light. So whether the brisket is perfect or experimental, Bud Light keeps the whole crew cheering. Bud Light, the official domestic beer of Texas football. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Hook 'em.
This is what they call the hard sell. Sunday Yard Care Black Friday sale. Limited time. Act now.
Yelling about grass feels strange. Well, let's try that again. Sunday Yard plans give you a thick, healthy yard without pesticides or weekend projects. We analyze your soil and climate, send a simple plan, and you spray it on. No drama.
But wait, there's more.
No, there isn't. For Black Friday, your Sunday plan is 30% off. Lock in your spring subscription today. Sunday, smarter lawn care for less. GetSunday.com.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your 6th graders' soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
The world needs Sesame Street. And right now, Sesame needs you. Donate today at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
Makita's built for the pros who show up early, who don't do shortcuts, only precise cuts. With tools built to last, job after job, year after year. Performance that pays off. Because when the job calls for the best, you answer. And when you need the best, you call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
With the holiday season here, King's Hawaiian wants to wish you and your family the happiest and healthiest of holidays. The holidays are all about the most important times in people's lives, getting together with family and friends, enjoying being together, and eating great food. For the last 75 years, King's Hawaiian has been proud to be part of these holiday celebrations. So this holiday season, don't forget to pick up those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian rolls in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. And remember, it's not the holidays without King's Hawaiian.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting saber-tooth zip ride or pan for gemstones. Take the wild cave tour or the hidden passages tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
Isn't it nice to know at least one of your streaming apps is completely free?
Yeah, you get the iHeartRadio app without the pesky monthly fee.
Live radio, playlists for everything, and the most podcasts on the planet.
Join the millions who already have it. iHeartRadio, the #1 app for radio.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studio, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin. Guaranteed human. Your home for the horns. The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff. It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. In hour number 1, we got a chance to hear from Coach Sark and the committee as Texas comes in as the number 13th ranked team in the latest college football poll ranking. And, of course, a lot of people are upset about it. We talked to Danny Davis about that as well, and he sees the arguments on both sides, and that's great. We also got a chance to talk about Rory Harmon and what she's been able to do. We'll also hear from Rory Harmon as she met with us yesterday and all the media. It was a good conversation with one Rory Harmon. We were going to talk NFL football. We're going to push that back to the next segment. And the reason why we're going to push that back is because today is National Signing Day. Texas and all the schools across the country are looking to see what their rankings are going to be, how they got all these commitments, who signed, who didn't sign. And Coach Sark is already on the board with 9 signees already in this morning, starting with the quarterback in the 2026 class. That will be Dia Bell. He is a 5-star quarterback ranked nationally as number 27. He is at American Heritage, Florida. He's already signed. He's coming off of an injury. He's been in Austin a lot, and he's become the Pied Piper of this recruiting class. Samari Matthews, cornerback, 6'1.5", 194-star recruit. He has already signed as well. He's from North Carolina. Someone from the 254, Jamarian Carlton, 6'4.5", defensive edge rusher, 4-star. He's signed and he is in. Cohen Brown, wide receiver, 6'1", 93-star, signed. Yaheem Riley, Austin Anderson, defensive safety, defensive back, plays some corner too, 3-star. He is signed. Charlie Jellick from Michigan, tight end. He flipped at the last moment. He was going to Minnesota. Now he is coming to the University of Texas. Georgetown, offensive lineman, Caden Schreier, 6'5.5", 285, 3-star is in. And then they got Mikey Bukakis, from Prosper, Texas. He's a punter, 6'3", 205 pounds. And Jake Collette, Heritage, out of Georgia. He is a kicker, 6 foot, 175. Those last 3 guys are 3-star signees. Some names to pay attention to: Jermaine Bishop, most athletic guy in the group, I believe. He is an athlete. He's pushed down as an athlete. He's done everything for Willis. He is a 5-star. He's supposed to sign today. Tyler Atkinson, the linebacker from Georgia. He is a 4-star. He's supposed to sign today. And there's a lot of names of players that should be signing. And hopefully by the end of the show, we'll have all of those commits all the way in.
Well, I'm looking at it like this, Hardge. The Texas doesn't have a lot of extreme needs, but the luxury of having somebody to come in and take that position and sit back and be prepared for the following year. Bill is going to come back and be Arch's backup. And he'll get the same treatment that Arch got when he was being the backup for Quinn. Like, those are the things that I feel like Texas is doing really, really well, is bringing in guys. You know they're going to be a starter.
Yep.
It's just a matter of time and letting them get let them get a little ground surveying to see what it looks like to be the guy and to work behind the guy. And then Texas is going to be fine looking into the future.
They got another commitment, another letter signed in, the letter of intent from Hayward Howard Jr. He's out of New Orleans, Louisiana, 6'2", 175 cornerback. He's a 4-star out of Louisiana. So Texas is racking up a lot of these top recruits in the nation, which is huge, especially when you start to look at what's happening in the coaching searches.
Yeah.
Like we talk about Kalani Sitake staying at BYU. What does that do for Penn State? They don't have a head coach. It's National Signing Day. Who are these kids signing to play for? That changes the whole dynamic of what's going on. This could be a terrible, terrible day for Penn State unless these are kids that are grown up in Penn
Right.
State.
And that was the school that they wanted to go play for.
But then you don't know who the coach is going to be, and the coach may not want you at that point. You might not have been on his recruiting board for what they're looking for. So there's that is involved as well. But Vanderbilt flips the top quarterback from Georgia, Jared Curtis from Georgia, 5-star quarterback, is in line to be the backup or to be the predecessor of one Diego Pavia. He's the number 3 player in the country, and he is the highest rated commitment from to Vanderbilt ever. Yeah, so there's a lot that is going on in college football. Neil Brown has now been named the head coach of North Texas. He's going to be replacing Eric Morris, another coach that has a great mind that would probably be perfect in that system, because that means that they get to keep a lot of the guys that Eric doesn't take with them. They will be able to have the same type of offense. They're both fast-paced, up and down, both under the Mike Leach tree, both from the what's my guy's name? He used to be a coach. He's Hal Mumme. He's Hal Mumme. And so those are the guys that they understood the offense from. So these are going to be some big moves. But watching college football at this point, when you are now making coaching changes and it's National Signing Day, a lot of these coaching changes happened at the last minute. What is LSU doing? You look at what Lane Kiffin is going to be able to do.
They've got a few recruits.
Yeah, but you start to look at it and you say, oh, wow, this is going to be interesting, because some people already left. Some people decided they didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
so
I think also
too.
He's going to try to build in the portal too. He wants a right now game, a right now team.
He's going to definitely need a right now team, because, again, you start to look at where they are nationally when it comes to recruiting and who are some of their top recruits. He doesn't have a quarterback in that class. He doesn't have certain positions of need in his recruiting class, and he don't know what was on the board when he got there.
Right.
You know, who are you able to flip a couple of these guys? But he's got some 5-stars that said that they're going to stay home. So we'll see. One of those being Lamar Brown from Baton Rouge. So we'll see what he is. He's a 5-star athlete. They got another guy, Richard Anderson, who's from New Orleans, Louisiana. He needs to stay home. So they're going to try to do everything they can to keep those types of players there. But it is going to be interesting, especially when you look at the Big 12 and the money that is out there. I was at Baylor this past weekend and kind of seeing what is happening with them. They've lost some recruits as well. So what's next? How are you going to build in Waco? And it has been a battle all the way around. So we'll see what happens there.
Man, I'm looking at some of the LSU commits. They did get some heavy-duty defensive players. That the defensive line, outside linebacker, edge guys, they did a good job of recruiting without having a head coach on board already. So I see the offense, though. The offense being built.
Yep.
And I just hope that he stays in his lane. I'm sounding like LeVar Ball.
Yep.
Stay in your lane now.
Texas just got another signee in, 3-star wide receiver out of Shadow Creek, out of Pearland, Chris Stewart. He has signed his letter of intent and is on board as well. So Texas has 11 guys out of the 25 commitments that have already signed. They'll be trickling in all day long. So it's going to be depending on what time zone you're in, you might be getting up a little bit later. Those guys out of Florida on the East Coast, that's why they were they were early. So they been able to sign and get the letters in. So it is going to be a tough week trying to figure out what's next for Texas. We don't know if they're going to get into the college football playoff, but all signs from what everybody's looking at, looks like we're going to Orlando to the Cheez-It Bowl.
I love Cheez-Its. Toasted. You ever had the toasted extra cheesy?
Oh my God, I can't believe this, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what don't you like, Mark? Like,
I don't like asparagus.
Well,
that was very quick, right?
Yeah,
I know what I don't like.
Yeah, asparagus.
It's not good.
Okay. All right. I like it.
You asked?
I did. When we come back, we're going to talk football, NFL football. Because, yeah, it was a little much. I don't like asparagus. Jeez. When we come back, we'll talk NFL. A lot to break down. And the Cowboys, are they about to make a move? They about to make a run? We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
In their inaugural season in the SEC, the Texas Longhorns made history.
For the first time in 22 years, the Texas women are headed for the Final Four.
Now, they're back to finish what they started.
To the hoop, and she scores! And she's
Harmon will hoist it from half court and makes it. Listen to Texas women's basketball all season long on 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
All lanes are back open after a crash cleared on Mopac southbound at Steck Avenue, but there is still some residual backup from Howard Lane. Further southbound on Mopac at 2222, a new accident blocks off the right shoulder. There's also an accident causing some minor slowdowns on Highway 71 at Bee Creek Road. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. Fall for a brooding duke. Dive into a steamy romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas. Or find the perfect rom-com from Lily Chu. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Hardball Hardge here. Austin, you like bone-in? Get the Friday lunch special at the Yellow Rose. A voluptuous 16-ounce certified Angus bone-in ribeye at the Yellow Rose for just $20. A steak so good, you'll forget to look up. Fridays at the Yellow Rose ain't just lunch. It's a feast for VIPs. Comes with a side and the best view in Austin. Get a $20 steak ribeye Fridays from noon to 9 at the Yellow Rose Cabaret. And get your weekend football action with watch parties there too.
The only thing between you and your best self is a start button. This Cyber Monday, explore the world with Nordic Track. From the peaks of Peru to the streets of Paris, every workout moves you somewhere new with iFit trainers leading the way. The equipment's amazing, smooth, quiet, and those screens make it all feel real. Ready to start your next workout adventure with the #1 treadmill brand in the U.S.? Shop NordicTrack.com for Cyber Monday savings. Nordic Track. Train anywhere, explore everywhere.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
The world's best ski racers hit Beaver Creek for the Stiefel Birds of Prey December 4th through 7th. Watch Olympic champions and your favorite Stiefel U.S. ski team athletes race for glory in a 2026 Olympic spot. Catch NBC and CNBC coverage December 7th and 8th.
If a Lenovo gaming computer is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to score exclusive deals on the gaming PCs you want, like the Lenovo Legion Tower 5 Gen 10 gaming desktop and Lenovo Lock gaming laptop. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Introducing True Earnings Checking from Austin Telco Federal Credit Union. Earnings that are almost too good to be true. Earn 5% APY on balances up to $15,000. It's simple. Just deposit at least $1,500 in new money and make 15 debit card transactions each month. No minimum balance, no monthly fees. Even if you miss the requirements. Open your account online or at any of our 24 Austin area locations. Visit atfcu.org to learn more. Rates subject to change without notice. Federally insured by NCUA.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. We cover all 40 acres.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Hardball, WWE. And as always, I want to get into this. This is a big weekend in the NFL. I don't know if the NFL planned it like this. They expected it to happen. But as well as there are championships being played on the college level, there are some games that are going to be affecting a lot of folks coming up this week. It starts tomorrow night as the Dallas Cowboys travel to Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions. Detroit is a 3-point favorite, over under 54.5 for those that are wondering. Odds at DraftKings, by the way. 1-800-GAMBLER if you got a problem. We will give out our predictions on Friday because it is championship weekend. We may do it tomorrow because we got some things that we need to take care of. We'll figure it out. But there's a lot of games this weekend that have a lot of bearings. And it's not necessarily the marquee games. Like this is a marquee game. Dallas sitting at 6-5-1. The Lions sitting at 7-5. Both teams are trying to fight for their playoff lives at this point. You look at, I'll get to the game in a minute, with Green Bay and the Bears. Both of those teams are at the top of their division and they're battling. But you also have the Ravens and the Steelers. Both teams are sitting at 6-6. They both seem to be headed in opposite directions. The Steelers, you talk about putting dirt on the Chiefs. I think that the Steelers need to have dirt put on them because now it's getting to the point where people are talking bad about Mike Tomlin.
They're throwing dirt on the coach. Hey, listen, we said this about 5 weeks ago. I told you that Tomlin was set up. Didn't I tell you he was set up? Like they're just not going to win with what they have. And regardless of how hard they work, they don't have the tools, Hardge. They don't have enough tools in the tool shed. And Aaron is an all your eggs in one basket deal. If he does not rise to the occasion and transcend his normal play, then they're going to lose. And that's where they are.
Yeah, I think this is at a point where they have to win or it is over for Tomlin because he's trending to his first losing season ever as a coach. But then you look at the Ravens, and who are they at this moment? Every week you thought when Lamar got back, they were going to be great. Last week, Lamar didn't play well. He was bad. He was awful.
I don't even think it's being out of practice. I think that the identity of that team has changed. And maybe rather than having it all bunched up, they need to go to more traditional style of offense. you know, almost an I formation, pistol formation where they attack defenses.
Right.
Because what they're doing right now, I mean, it's just not working. I don't like the zone read RPO system. Lamar Jackson being your first option.
Right.
Like, had a dude drop back 3 steps, 5 steps, 7 steps, and throw the ball. Or run then.
Right.
But to be your first, to drop back, okay, run it. That's how long is that going to work?
Yeah.
You know, he's getting older too.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look good.
He's going to get hurt,
and he's dealing with an injury. I mean, Lamar. That's why he was out. He's dealing with injury. So we'll see what ends up happening there. Then you also have to go and look at some of these other games. As I mentioned, the Colts are traveling to Jacksonville. They're both sitting at 8-4, and this is an opportunity for one to fall, obviously, and a chance for the Houston Texans, who will take on Kansas City on Monday Night Football. You have to look at that as well. So, Sunday Night Football. So that's going to be an important matchup. You also have the Bears and the Packers. Bears sitting at 9-3. The Packers 8-3-1.
That's
Packers
a big game.
It's a huge game, and that's the Fox special game, the game of the day. This is huge. The Green Bay Packers are a 6.5-point favorite, though, at home.
What?
Jordan Love has been playing really good football. He's looking like this is the time of the season where Jordan Love starts to ascend. This is where he starts to play really, really well. But you have to give credit where credit is due. And watching the Chicago Bears week in and week out, watching what they've been able to do, seeing the maturation of one Caleb Williams has been really fun to watch. They run the ball well with DeAndre Swift. They can pass it. Odunze, 6 touchdowns on the year. They move it around to different guys. And right now, Caleb Williams is not making the Caleb Williams of old mistakes. And so he's changing the narrative.
And that's the coaching.
Yeah.
You know, you bring in the best offensive coach, and he told Caleb at the beginning of the season, we want to eliminate the negative plays. If we can eliminate the negative plays, then we'll chalk up a bunch of yards. Both of us didn't think that Caleb could manage games. We thought that he was too much of a wild card to try to manage a football game. Ben has taught him how to manage a game.
Well, he's taught him how to play.
Dangerous.
He's taught him how to watch film. He's taught him how to understand the need and what is expected
It's
of him.
amazing what film study will get you.
Exactly.
With somebody who knows how to help you do film study.
No doubt, because nobody else was helping him in the beginning. So now he is understanding what it is, and the Bears are benefactors of this. That the Bears Nation or whatever, Bear Down, whatever they call themselves, they are excited about watching this team play. It's cardiac. It's cardiac, but they are doing.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the edge of your seat in this game.
That's why you gotta take.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm just saying, I don't think this is cut and dry. Green Bay is going to just beat them. Like, they're different teams. This is not the same team. And I'm Seth freaking Rollins, WWE superstar, D'Lo Brown, like several other guys that I know are Bears fans. They're like, Mark, this is so unusual that I can't even comment. They're
battered. I mean, it is what it is. I got a bunch of Bear fans too that are battered.
Mr. Chicago Made is not a Bears fan? CM Punk?
No.
Is he even a football fan?
Not really.
Yeah, because I know he's into
He's
baseball and hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is going to be a matchup of the weekend. And, of course, the Sunday night matchup, you have the Texans and the Chiefs. Marcus put dirt on them. The Texans are coming off that big win against their rival, the Indianapolis Colts. But this is a game that they have to have. If the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be done, this is the game that will let us know that they are done completely, out of the rankings, not even close.
I think Houston going to run over them, too.
Ooh.
I don't even think it's going to be like a game where
Mark,
we go.
chill.
You don't
Kiss
want
of
that.
death.
Yeah, you don't want that smoke. But again, you talk about
Patrick Mahomes not listening to us.
Patrick Mahomes is playing at home where the Chiefs are 5-1 at home this year. So it will be an interesting task for the Houston Texans. The Texans, they got the top defense in the NFL, so it's gonna pose some problems for Patrick Mahomes. But you heard Mark Vandermeer yesterday, and if you missed that interview, get over to our podcast page on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast. He talked about Rashee Rice and what he's been looking like for this team. Yeah, Worthy's not as worthy right now, but if he can get hot, you got Travis Kelce. Kareem Hunt has been running his behind off, getting those touchdowns. So it'll be a tough
Pacheco is getting healthier.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task for the Houston Texans. And that is one of the games. I'm glad it's a Sunday night game. You can hear all the action right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone. I'm excited for that game.
I'm excited for it, but I still feel like Houston is going to do them dirty because the Cowboys set the template. The only reason that Kansas City was in that game against the Cowboys is they gave up outside containment a few times. Houston is a much better defense than the Cowboys has.
Right.
So if they keep the outside containment,
if
they keep that outside containment down, which we know they will, like Patrick Mahomes is going to be forced to have to throw strikes. And I don't know if they're against that defense.
The Eagles and the Chargers, but we'll talk about that on Monday. We'll also get a chance to figure out what's going on with the college football playoff rankings. People are blowing me up trying to get those answers. When we come back, you know what time it is. It's time for the world's strongest man to give you his world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
A new crash in an already slow spot on Mopac southbound at 2222. Two left lanes are blocked off. Just the right side of the highway gets through, and it's causing a 20-minute slowdown. Delay start from Breaker Lane. We have first responders on scene of a crash on Highway 71 at Bee Creek Road, and some stop-and-go traffic on I-35 northbound from Onion Creek to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine. Keeping score of your finances but missed the Bitcoin wagon? There's a second chance called Texacoin. Score big at texacoin.org.
The Texas Longhorns close out the 2025 regular season with an emphatic win over undefeated Texas A&M, winning 27-17 over the third-ranked Aggies on senior night. Head coach Steve Sarkisian was vehement when asked in the postgame whether or not Texas is deserving of a college football playoff spot.
I think we're absolutely a playoff team. We're the first team since the 2019 national champion LSU team to beat 3 top 10 ranked teams in the same season during the regular season. We've played the number 1, the number 3, and number 4 ranked teams in the country. So I have no doubt in my mind that the team we have in that locker room downstairs is a playoff football team and worthy of an opportunity to play for a national championship.
Get in early on the next big coin and extend your lead at texacoin.com. This is an investment that carries risk. texacoin.org.
It's the game's final seconds, and the score is tied. But wait, another trip to the bathroom?
Don't miss the game's best moments because of frequent bathroom breaks. Introducing prostate artery embolization from ARA Diagnostic Imaging, a leader in PAE, a non-surgical treatment for enlarged prostate that helps reduce urgent urination with low risk of sexual side effects. Visit osrad.com/PAE to take a quick self-assessment. ARA, leaders in medical imaging.
Every Olympic dream starts with the first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. Divorce affects every part of your life, your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
If you are facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
Guilty. Erroneous. Sustained.
Are you just saying random words?
Don't settle for just any insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair?
What do you mean? Does it not look good?
It doesn't look good. It looks freaking amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret.
No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic.
Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous.
I was so tired of having thin and brittle hair. Ugh, and the shedding. So I figured I'd give hair volume a try. Needless to say, I'm thrilled with the results. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to pick up some hair volume right now. My reunion's next month, and I want my hair to look as good as yours.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Scandinavia. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or your local Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Help your hair look full, voluminous, and beautiful again at newnordicusa.com, Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, cloudy skies with a few showers for your Wednesday afternoon, a high of 65. Showers this evening becoming overcast, a low near 50. Thursday, another chance of morning showers, a high of 53.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. When you're trying to find quality candidates, all the searching, screening, and interviewing can become a job itself. You need Indeed, the all-in-one platform that makes it easy to interview, screen, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Your holiday to-do list can be longer than Santa's. Between the shopping, the decorating, kids' concerts, and, oh yeah, keeping the magic alive. iHeartRadio is here to bring the joy to your busy days with commercial-free Christmas stations like iHeart Christmas. Or dozens of playlists so you can pick and match your holiday vibe. Open your free iHeart app and search Holiday to explore stations, playlists, and more.
Join the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, each day from 2 to 5 p.m. for the Craig Way Show on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
National Signing Day is happening. That's what it's all about. But right now, you know exactly what it means. WWE Hall of Famer and World Champion, Mark Henry, brings you World's Strongest Tag. Take it away, big fella.
Hard.
What's up, man?
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for the World's Strongest Take by the World's Strongest Man. Marcus, back then they didn't know. But now I'm hot. Well, guys, something big happened last night. A little bit after 3 a.m. in the morning, the Los Angeles Clippers, the president of basketball operations, Lawrence Frank, informed Chris Paul that he is no longer a Clipper. And that's why did it take, first of all, why did it take for them to do this at 3 in the morning? Did something happen? But anyway.
West Coast time.
It was, well, they were in Atlanta.
Oh.
And they sent him home this morning. So I'm sure Chris Paul either took a G5 and he's already there, or he'll be approaching.
Yep.
Los Angeles at this time. Chris Paul now, December 15th, he'll be a complete free agent, and he'll be able to be signed by somebody else. But the Clippers, Chris Paul is the leader in assists and steals for the Clippers. He wanted to end his career with that team, and that's not going to happen now, because I still think that Chris Paul has a lot of basketball left at 40 years old. There are teams that need him. Likely Houston, Dallas, there's championship teams that could use a solid point guard, even if it's for a few minutes a game. I really do feel like that with this news, which was odd to say the least, there's still a place in the NBA for Chris Paul to finish this year out strong. What say you?
Not a fan. Not a fan of this version of Chris Paul. There has to be a reason why Chris Paul was told to
pack
hit
it
the
up.
door. Yeah. He might have been
early in the morning.
Might have been disgruntled. There might have been something that happened after the game. There might have been a discussion. Who knows exactly what has happened, and I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. But the reality of it is Chris Paul, for what it is, he hadn't won a championship. He every time he gets close, there's an injury, there's something detrimental that happens to him, and he's not able to finish the race. Now, look, his career, outstanding. What he brought to the team as far as leadership and who he is, can't knock it. But the reality of it is sometimes Chris Paul is tough to deal with.
He's his own worst problem?
I don't think he's his worst problem. I think other people don't want to have to deal with him and his constructive criticism about others, but not about himself. You know, sometimes you have to look in the mirror on what's going on. He may be at that point too. He may be tired. He may be saying, you know what?
I can't wait for the other shoe to drop.
Right.
I want to know what happened.
I think
why
you might
3
have
in the
said-
morning, Hardge?
I mean, I don't know about the timestamp. I don't look at it that way. That might have been when the news broke. That might have been some other reasons for that. But the reality of it is he's not the same Chris Paul. And they probably wanted to cut his I don't know. I don't know the backstory.
He's only
of this.
been averaging 3 points a game. And
You can get that to
and
somebody
3
from the
assists.
G League.
You can.
You can bring up somebody that doesn't cost as much money as Chris Paul costs. Again, to your point, I can't wait to see the other side of this story and see what is happening.
Exactly.
But my basketball thought process with Chris Paul, you just said it, 3 points a game, 3 assists. He's a shell of himself. And maybe he felt a certain type of way. Maybe he was sitting in the room smoking a cigar, drinking, whatever, and was like, you know what?
I'm done with this.
I don't have the passion that I had before.
Maybe.
You know,
Maybe.
like you said, there'll be more to the story. But the bigger story is, not to take away your world's strongest take, but what's going on with LeBron? Like, what's his problem?
What is his deal? I think that what it is the Lakers have moved on.
Yes.
And he has
we know
never
that.
been in a situation like this, and he's not handling it well.
He's definitely not. But for those that don't know, LeBron, they were playing the Suns, and he's standing on the sideline, yucking it up with the Suns while the game is going on. And JJ Redick is trying to get him back into the huddle. JJ even called a timeout because he was so pissed. Because
and he waved LeBron like, "Hey, come here!"
Right.
And LeBron said, "No,
no, I'm good. I'm gonna finish this up over
I'm
here.
finish this conversation."
Yeah, I mean,
and let's not forget he had his Ben Simmons moment. He had a shot under the basket, passed it out for a 3.
Exactly. Well, he's working on his assists. Once he gets to that double-double, I mean, those 10 points, he believes that I've already done everything I needed to do today. And
Something is up, man.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be traded, then just say that.
But if you wanted to be traded, listen, here's where I am with LeBron. And I've been a big LeBron supporter. Still think he's one of the best players, if not the best player to ever play the game. I know people love Michael Jordan. I get it. I'm not arguing. I'm not going to argue just to argue anymore. But here's the deal. LeBron had an opportunity to leave before the season. He knew when Luka Doncic came to LA, this was going to be Luka's basketball team.
Right.
Luka is playing some of the, if not the best basketball he's ever played in his professional career. Luka is amazing at this point. LeBron is a shell of himself. Still one of the best players in the game, can still give you 30 if he needs to, but I don't think he's as passionate about the game as he once was. That's the story I want to know more about. Chris Paul is cool. The story I want to know is what's going on with J.J. Redick, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic.
And if you can't coach a guy, then what are your options? And there's only one. You got to go.
You got to go, man.
There's only one. Man, that's so sad.
Is it though?
It's sad for me as a Laker fan.
Oh, I was going to say, okay, is it though?
Because LeBron, they brought him there. He delivered a championship. He's done everything that a super player could do, except for gracefully bow out. And I don't think that he has that in him.
He ain't bow wow wow and he ain't yippee yo yippee yay. He got to go.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got to go. Yeah, I'm with you.
All right,
We're gonna
Snoopy.
close out. We're gonna close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick. Texas, big matchup to New Orleans. But we also have to hear from our girl Rory Harmon as she spoke yesterday.
Let's go.
Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
Hey there, Texas fans. This is your voice of the Longhorns, Craig Way, inviting you to join us for Longhorn basketball. We'll bring you all of the action all season long, including in-depth analysis and exclusive access to players and coaches before the opening tip and after the final whistle. And every week, we'll visit with Texas head coach Sean Miller on Longhorn Weekly. This is your exclusive source for Texas Longhorns basketball, the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
On 1300 The Zone. From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
A new crash in an already slow spot on Mopac southbound at 2222. Two left lanes are blocked off. Just the right side of the highway gets through, and it's causing a 20-minute slowdown. Delay start from Breaker Lane. We have first responders on scene of a crash on Highway 71 at Bee Creek Road, and some stop-and-go traffic on I-35 northbound from Onion Creek to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. New at Lowe's, Pro Block Quick Dry Primer. Expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast, lock stains, and go on smooth for virtually flawless results. Available now in oil and water-based. Grab yours today at Lowe's.
Every year, more than 2,000 volunteers join the Salvation Army's Angel Tree program to make Christmas bright for over 7,000 local kids. So grab your friends, your coworkers, your small group, and help give the gift of joy this season. Your gift stays local and it's matched dollar for dollar. Be one of those that helps provide Christmas gifts for hundreds of Austin kids. Volunteer, adopt an angel, or donate today at salvationarmyaustin.org. Let's show what Austin can do when we give together.
At Leaf Johnson Ford in Austin, Manor, and Buda.
You'll love it at Leaf.
That's right. You'll love it at any Leaf Johnson location. What you see is what you pay with no hidden add-ons. We're here to help you through the entire process in person at one of our 3 locations, or we'll bring it to you and do the entire transaction online.
You'll love it at Leaf.
Visit one of our 3 locations in Austin, Buda, or Manor, or online at leafjohnsonford.com.
You'll love it at Leaf.
The season of holiday shopping is here, and PayPal can help you make the most of your money. Whether you're checking out a new piece of tech, concert tickets, or some festive bling, you can earn 20% cash back when you pay in 4 with PayPal. From now through December 8th, no fees, no interest. But this Black Friday special offer won't last forever. Act now to get this limited time offer.
Save the offer in the app to get 20% cash back when you pay in 4 from now through December 8th. PayPal. Expires 12/8. See paypal.com/promo terms. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/pay-in-4. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
No more waiting. Your goals start now. This Cyber Monday, take your workouts around the world with Nordic Track and iFit. Save big on treadmills, bikes, and rowers at NordicTrack.com. Nordic Track. Train anywhere. Explore everywhere.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Remember who taught you your ABCs? Who showed you kindness and sharing? That was Sesame Street. And today, Sesame Workshop is still helping children around the world grow smarter, stronger, and kinder.
But Elmo can't do it alone.
This holiday season, Sesame needs your support. Donate now at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart. Because the world needs Sesame, and Sesame needs you.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your sixth graders' soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
The world's best male ski racers are racing in the United States in December. The Stiefel Birds of Prey hits Beaver Creek, Colorado, December 4th through 7th. Watch Olympic champions, World Cup winners, and your favorite Stiefel U.S. ski team athletes tackle one of the toughest courses on the planet. Racing for glory and the chance to secure their place in the 2026 Olympics. Don't miss the NBC and CNBC coverage, December 7th and 8th.
You love your home, but sometimes it feels like it's running your life. Leaky faucets, overgrown hedges, and that room you've been meaning to repaint. Sometimes it's just too much. With AirTasker, finding help is simple. Post your task, set your budget, and let local taskers take care of it. It's like having a personal handyman for all the projects on your to-do list. Download AirTasker or visit us at airtasker.com today and make your home work for you, not the other way around. AirTasker. Get anything done.
With Target, gifting has never been easier. This Saturday and Sunday, Target gift cards are 10% off with Target Circle. Treat everyone on your list to something you know they'll love. Gift cards for the trendsetters, the techies, the fashionistas, the foodies, and even yourself. The perfect time to save is now. This deal is a yearly fave, so hurry. Get more gifting for your buck and save 10% on Target gift cards with Target Circle for 2 days only. Only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Hook 'em horns.
What a great show we had again today. Make sure you get over to the podcast page, wherever you get your podcast. We had Danny Davis of the Austin American States. Hilarious. Dressed up like I was yesterday. I was freezing when it was 65. Just wanted to put that out there. Mark, my mother-in-law told me to tell you that the toasted cheeses are the best. So she concurs with your thought process on those cheeses. Also, don't forget tonight at the movie center, you will be able to see Virginia, Texas hosts Virginia in the ACC SEC Challenge. It starts at 8:15. You can hear all the action. AM 1300 The Zone with the voice, Craig Way. And you can also listen to it, listen to Craig Way this afternoon from 2 to 5 right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Yesterday, we got a chance to meet with Rory Harmon, the University of Texas all-time leading assist leader, and she was asked about the assist record and her place in Texas history.
It's such a great school, not even sports and whatnot, academically it just has so much presence in the world. I truly think this is the best school to be at. Obviously it helps that it's really close to home for me, but I couldn't see myself anywhere else. But as far as the history, it just goes down deep. Like you said, this is a record that was 40 years ago, and we still hold on to those things. We still hold on to those records and traditions, and to be able 40 years forward now to be able to get this record and now my name is at the top of it, like now I'm considered a part of Texas history. Like I'm a part of the University of Texas women's basketball team history, and that just feels really good. I don't really pay that much attention to individual accolades, but when you like come down in history and you're able to do something like that, like it truly does feel like really good. Like I feel really good about myself to be able to do that. And like I said, I can't do that with anyone else around me. Like I have played with such great players along the side to help me do that. But that everything means so much more here. Like we don't just great people in our past haven't done great things. And we're like, oh, all right, well, let's just move on to the next generation. Like, no, like we truly do care about the people who've done great things before us.
That is some of the things that I really, really look at as well. But then you also have to understand too who she is as a basketball player and her legacy and her place in Texas history.
Honestly, I think about it now, especially realizing how close I was to, with my 1200 and 700, which I don't overlook that at all. That was such a great thing to be a part of too. But now I'm an all-time assist leader. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to like think about how much I've meant to this university and how my legacy obviously is still continuing since I'm still playing. But I think the sooner I realize how much it means and how grateful I should be about it, I think the better it is, and the better I'll play, honestly. Because I think when you're super grateful about things, like good things happen. You're aware about certain things. You're accountable about certain things. You work harder. You have a more positive mindset. And so yeah, I can't wait till I'm older to be like, oh wow, like no, I see now. I see now that this is a pretty big deal, and that it's I'm just really honored to be a part of it.
Ain't nothing like being on that Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, we were just talking to Fran Harris. Like, she's gonna be right there with Fran Harris, man. Like, what an honor.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that she actually sees it now and understands it now and not be unaware until she's older.
Right.
Like I feel really blessed to be in some of those lists. But I was completely unaware until I was aware. And it took me to be older. I'm glad that she's a young woman and living it in the current right now and understands. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's a special player, but she also plays with a lot of special players. And one of those is Madison Booker.
Who also will be on that list.
Yes. And those are the things that make you understand what a team truly is when you can go out there and you have special players. Because the truth of the matter is, she brought it up, she's 1,200 and 700, and she's about to break the steals record. So she's going to be in a class all by herself. But you also look at those guys, those girls had to make shots for her to be on that assist record.
Right.
You have to be able to score the basketball. She's been able to do that. But the coach Vic Schaefer said it yesterday, and Danny Davis brought it up earlier. She's been on the floor since she got to the University of Texas, and she was known as a defensive person. So for her to run that offense and be able to understand the players that she has around her, the people that make her where she is. She talks about her mom and dad. Her dad trained her and did all these different things, and then get to wrap her arms, or Vic gets to wrap his arms around her every single day. And he gets emotional when he talks about her. He gets emotional when he talks about a lot of his girls, but watching Rory become the player that she is and being recognized for her talent, he gets very misty-eyed. There's some dust that is in the room when he starts
talking. Man, that was just pollen.
When he starts talking about her. Texas is up to 15 commitments that are signed, their letter of intent. Jermaine Bishop, the one that I've been talking about, the 5-star out of Willis, has been signed, sealed, and delivered.
He's out.
The prize of that is Dia Bell, the quarterback from Plantation, Florida. 6'2.5", 5-star QB, the Pied Piper of this crew. So Texas now has 2 5-stars that are on the list to be at the University of Texas. Man, what a day. We'll recap it. I'm sure Craig Way will have all the recap. Don't forget, Coach Sark will have his media availability today at 3 o'clock, recapping the signing day and, of course, talking about the college football playoffs. For Mark Henry, for Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. And just remember this, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace. Hardball Hardge here, and they say everything's bigger in Texas. And at the Yellow Rose, that includes your Friday steak. From noon to 9, grab a 16-ounce bone-in ribeye that is literally as big as your face. Certified Angus beef, cooked just right for only $20. Then come back for all your football action all weekend long. 2 giant high-def screens with sound